Good morning, students. Today I'm going to tell you my opinion of rest of the class. As a hunter is very similar to gunslinger, and I prefer gunslinger over hunter because of several skills. Ring of arrow, it deals more damage compared to spray and pray. However, it has a 12-second cooldown compared to a 6-second cooldown. So in a long fight, spray and pray can deal more total damage. Ring of Arrow also have a downside, which is it will stop channeling once your target dies, which is very frustrating at clearing charge mobs. So remember to pick the monster with the highest HP as your target for channeling Ring of Arrows. In the meanwhile, Spray and Pray doesn't have this issue. For boss fight, you have to move accordingly to boss AoE skill, and it's normal for a hunter or a gunslinger player just started the channeling and have to move away from boss AoE. Then the skill will be wasted and stuck in a super long 12-second cooldown. Now you might be wondering why my hunter have more EXP than my gunslinger. It is because I use my hunter as a daily farmer. Hunter have the highest base movement speed out of all class. Acceleration provide 5% movement speed, and bow beating give another 5% movement speed. And hunter also have inspiration, so another 10% movement speed. And as a range class, it's easier to pull monsters together than AoE them down for clearing daily quests super fast. But I'm sure someone watching this is main hunter, so I will tell you how I will spec it as a DPS. So attack, haste, attack, passive, attack, passive, attack, passive, and then 3 point in haste, passive, and then attack, then 4 point here, passive, passive, and then you max your attack here, 1 point in haste, and that. And then you can start working on the right side. And that is how I would spec it as a normal DPS. Skill rotation wise, just cycle between dual shot and power shot, and use other skill in between when it's off cooldowns. For common skill, I pick Burning Wheel again for more damage and Flip for safety. Rogue is a unpopular class for PvE. Like I said before, attack path provides more advantage than crit path. However, for Rogue, attack path is mixed with evasion, so forcing us to choose crit path as a DPS. Rogue have a gap close, but no stun skills. You have a single target burst with this passive, which allows us to use Infernal Blaze 2 times, just like Gunslinger Spurs, but no AoE skills. So it's missing the 2 key elements to being a good PvE class. For PvP, I would suggest going evasion path, and you can have fun bully people with 0 accuracies. But it's not enough for high ranking PvP, since everyone will have enough accuracy to hit you. Damage wise, it provides more dot, but it's lovable. If you have a look at the Toxic Shift, it deals damage at 22% attack every second, and it can stack up to 3 times. And if you check Paladin's attack path, its passive, it deals dot equal to 31% of your attack, and it also can stack up to 3 times. And I have no idea why a tank can do more dots than a rogue. However, I know some people just like to play as a rogue. So for skill rotation wise, just make sure you use Toxic Shift, and then stab, and then strike in order to trigger all the bonus effect, and fill the cooldown gap with other skills and sentry skills. Rogue skill itself has short cooldowns, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So for common skill, I pick 2 buffs, Burning Wheel for more damage and Inspiration for mobility. Berserker is very similar to Soul Master. It has 1 DPS path and 1 defensive path. However, Berserker doesn't have any skill to hold aggro, so it cannot play as a tank, which means DPS path is a better choice. Its skill tree is mixed with attack and crits, and a lot of crit damage. You get 4% hit. If you max it, you get 5%. And then you get crit damage 12% hit as a buff. Crit damage 10% hit as a passive. And this allowing you to stack rage up to 5 times, which translates to another 30% crit damage. And as usual, let's check out the skills that need it to be a good class. You have a gap close, but however, this skill has a fixed charging distance, which means you can charge past your target and have to run back. It also has a stun skill and a 360-degree AoE burst plus stun. AoE damage is not as good as Soul Master, but the bonus AoE stun can compensate that. Also, Berserker have with high bonus crit damage, making it hit extremely hard. However, Berserker only powerful with Blood Frenzy. This skill only lasts 25 seconds with this passive, but itself have a 40-second cooldown. So Berserker only powerful in a short fight when it can burst the target down before burst expire. Skill rotation wise is simple. You just build up rage with these 2 skills, and then stun your target, and then build up rage again, and then burst up, and then burst. For common skill, I pick Burning Wheel for even higher burst damage, and Blazing Vortex. It provides another 12% crit damage buff, also for higher burst damage. For Occulus, it's a very interesting class. Left path for DPS and the right path for defense and debuffs. I personally prefer DPS path because we have a better class for buff and debuff, which is Cleric. Occulus is interesting because half of its damage comes from dots, and dots cannot crit, so crit rate and crit damage is half useless for Occulus, making this is the only class that only focus on attack. High damage skill for Occulus have a fairly long cooldown, so rotation wise can be difficult. 10 seconds, 10 seconds again, and 8 seconds. The main problem with Occulus is no AoE CC skills. It only has Polymorph, which is a single target CC, and it does not work on boss, which means Occulus is not very good at kiting bunch of monsters. And overall, Occulus is completely different compared to Berserker. Berserker is all about bursting the target down before buff expire, and Occulus is about long fights so the dots can keep snowballing. Skill rotation wise, you use Polymorph first. It can't CC the boss, but the defense minus 6% with this passive is very useful. And then you use Spirit Shock to trigger the bonus effect of Curse for more dot damage. And then remember to use Shadowlands before Nova to trigger the bonus effect for more damage. for more dot damage. For common skill, I picked Heaven's Wrath. This skill is also arcane damage, and it has a very short cooldown to compensate with the long cooldown skill of the Coldest. And we pick Burning Wheel, increase attack, and it also benefits the dot damage. Okay, for Dragon Knight, it's also very interesting. I choose attack path instead of crit path, again for more damage output. Dragon Knight is the only class that can transform between tank, DPS, and utility, with 3 different buffs. The Red Dragon is for damage form. It deals high damage, but sadly no stun skills and no gap close. For Yellow Dragon, it's a tank form. I personally think it's useless because Dragon Knight don't have any skill that holds aggros. So no point being tanky while you're not the one tanking the boss, just like the Saga. For Green Dragon, it's the utility form. It has a gap close and a stun skill, but lower AoE damage compared to the Red Dragon form. So I personally think Red Dragon is good for PvE, and Green Dragon is good for both PvE and PvP. I personally like to use Wind Dragon for gap close and utility in solo runs, because it also provides 8% movement speed. And the Red Dragon, I use it to help clearing trash mobs in party runs. Rotation wise, it's simple because all skill is linked to each other with bonus effect. You have to use Blazing Vortex before Burning Rush, and you have to use Claw before Gale Strike for the bonus effect. For common skill, I pick Burning Wheel again for more damage, and this common skill, it works for every class basically, and Inspiration for more utility. And that's it for my class opinion lessons. If you found this video useful, please give it a like. Any questions, feel free to ask below, and remember to subscribe for more video. See ya!